Alright, let's start looking at some ETFs and some inverse ETFs. Let's start off with UYM. UYM has held the 22, 21, 90 resistance. And let's bump that up actually. It is about 22. And we're going to probably experience a pullback. Today is a good example of a low volume pullback thus far, but we're probably going to experience a considerable volume up into the 5 million to 6 million range. So expect to see something similar to the volume tick that we had yesterday. But right now, that the flip-flop reversal roll here that we do sometimes with, we have a resistance and then we break above and it becomes a support. I'll do it again. Resistance, and then we break down and we push up and then we bump and run. I think we're going to experience a bump and run here around 1985. So that's why I'm hanging on to a couple of these names, whether it be Indu Goods or basic materials in the energy sector. Basic materials, I think, is going to get a bit of a pop here. So definitely something to watch. Don't get in yet. Just give it some time and wait for it to develop. I wouldn't be getting into anything really, but it's definitely just something to keep your eye on. So 1985, and watch your volume. If we have some high volume, we could go lower. And the next level below this, let's see if we can spot any. Yeah, the next level below this is gonna be next. Let's go. Let's fiddle with this here for a second. Let's make it the 50 day, and let's take the 10 day out. Yeah, the next one that you're probably gonna experience here is gonna be somewhere. We're probably gonna find some support. What is this level here? I guess around 18. So if there is a break below 1985, then 1875 would probably be the spot to watch for the 20 day and the 50 day. And I mean, watch this because the last time that we experienced something like that, we got a pop when the 20 day crossed over the 50 day, and it was on the 50 day at that point. We got a considerable pop, a very considerable pop. So keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on this if we don't hold 1985. It's going to be something to watch. With its inverse, we're actually starting to bottom out, and I kept saying you got to watch this around that 15 level because it's going to start to get dangerous. The low came 2 days ago at 1442. So we did break below that 15 level. We did break below that 1537 support, and I had already knew that was probably going to happen because of the momentum that we had still in the basic material sector. But now we're starting to bottom out, and we have to watch that up to probably around the $17, 17.50 range when the descending trendline resistance starts coming into play again. All right, ERX energy sector leveraged 3 times bull, out of direction, still in a wedge, still probably going to be consolidating. 30 is the level to watch. And again, we did that flip-flop thing here. I mean, we can go all the way back, really. We can do a lot of things here, and it does. It holds. I mean, 30 is a spot for this one. I'll tell you what. Even in the back portion of last year, 30 is a spot to watch. So 30 could reverse here, and especially since we're really not building some volume yet. I'm really curious to see where a lot of these inverse ETFs and ETFs and today volume wise, whether how much accumulation on the inverse ETF side and distribution on the ETF side, a lot of these names get at the close. ERY, again, we have that bottoming process around 1750. 16 was the spot, but again, as you can see, 16 was just the end of the candle. 1750 was really dictating a lot. So again, we're gonna get that pop, and I'd say to watch the 20 to 2250 level and watch that and keep your eye on that. TNA small caps, 3305 is still the spot, and I think we're gonna get a bump and run here, and I think that would be profitable. So that's why I'm holding on to a lot of these little names. And TZA, which is the inverse of TNA. Both of these are small cap leverage bulls. I wouldn't trade it at all. I think it's a waste, and I think it'll bottom and get a little momentum, but that's about it. Let's move to some stocks in the next bid.